With excitement, you make haste through the dungeon. You and your party have slain your way through room after room of bugbears and nilbogs, but you cannot wait for what lays deeper inside. You continue to sprint through these corridors. Nothing can slow you down. But oh no, as you make a turning, suddenly, you're floating? You struggle within the goo, and your skin begins to tingle. My god, the gelatinous cube, it's digesting you. You manage to turn around, and you see your party. They stare at you in disbelief. How could you have fallen for such a basic monster? They begin to prepare their 50 foot of rope and throw it to you. But the slime is just so thick. Will you be able to get out before you dissolve? Or are you on a mystery quest? And welcome back, everybody, to Mausritter and the scenario Honey in the Rafters. Previously, our group of brave mouse adventurers who have joined the young princeling have set out into the wilderness on a quest to prove his right to rule. We rejoined them in the mysterious mouse witch Reepicheep's hut as they continue on to their fateful quest. So you're all in Reepicheep's hut. You have just gone through this sort of bizarre fortune-telling ritual where she had warned Prince Piddleton about potential dangers. Is there anything else that you want to do while you're here? She is just busy stirring her cauldron.
Hazel would like to go over to her and just, in a sort of hushed voice away from the others, just say like, "Here, you seem like a woman who knows stuff. Do you know anything about this brother Glacé?"
Oh, how's her voice?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
Like,
A bit like this.
Yeah.
I would like you to give me a luck roll. And so this is basically not really a game mechanic. It's kind of more of a outside thing. Roll me a dice. A 6 is good. A 1 is bad. Just to see how much like she would know about that.
6.
6. Okay. Brother Glacier. Oh, quite the mischief maker he is. Avoid any of his sweet treats, I would recommend to you.
What about this Stig? Have you heard of that?
Oh, the great Stig. Very territorial he is. I'm getting a bit Yoda now. Very territorial. I best stay out of his way if you want to still be the same as when you met him. That's what I'd recommend. A lot of danger is in front of you. Both of them very perilous.
All right. Thank you. And you're not half bad.
Oh, you neither. You can leave my brooch on the side on your way out. I do have my wits about me still.
Oh, there's a lot going on under that bandage, isn't there?
Oh god, I don't want to make it too dark. I'm lifting it up. These two gaping chasms into the abyss.
Oh, God.
Make me a sanity roll. It's not. It's a different game. It's a different game. We're not using these mechanics. But yeah, no, she just warns you heavily about those two things. You're welcome to follow up with more questions or anything like that if you want to. But she seems to be like saying,
Okay.
watch out.
And, gal to gal, what sort of chances does our prince actually have?
I'm not really a gambling mouse, but I don't know if I'd be betting on that horse. Wait, we probably don't gamble on horses. That beetle in the beetle chase?
Nanny told me that's gambling's not for naughty boys like me. I should be a good boy and not be gambling.
Wait, do you have a gambling addiction?
You should listen to your elders, Sheep. She's very right that
I sometimes play cards with the footman, but Nanny told me off when I lost all of the king's money.
Well, a game of cards amongst friends is always fun, but be careful, young master.
Thank you, mage. Good day, old crone, and forthwith we will be off on adventure. Goodbye.
Good luck to you. And I don't think I'll be seeing you anytime soon.
Thank you for this thingy, whatever it is. It's nice to meet the old ladies.
I'm going to
isn't
take
it?
her hand as we leave.
Yeah, she kind of escorts you all to the door.
You know, as you spoke of visions, I've had something of a vision myself. You see, if I make it out of this, I see churches, I hear bells and flowers, and my darling Reepicheep.
That's me, Reepicheep.
If I survive this, I should come back to visit you. I'll kiss her paw.
Oh, you charmer.
Oh, goodness. When your days are numbered, the days you have are even more precious.
Oh, that's nice.
Well, maybe I'll see you again. Our futures could be intertwined.
Well, perhaps you could give me a reason to come back. I see that you have a very lovely boat out there. Perhaps we could charter it to cross over the lake and get closer to our destination. And then I'll be sure to come back.
Well, yes. If you think it could help you, you're more than welcome to take my craft.
Oh, bless you. Bless you, Reepicheep.
Until next time,
I'll see you again.
I'll see you soon.
Actually, we are just going to camp overnight, so you can just stay in here if you wanted for a night.
Oh, that's cool. That'd be great.
You guys have as you have that conversation, you go to turn back to the door, and the hut just isn't there anymore.
Oh.
Drats.
The hut is gone, but you can see this boat. There's a little jar with a firefly in it.
It's fun. Make it appear again, Magus. Yay!
I just wave my hand, try and summon the hut again.
Roll me a dice.
1.
A 1.
I forgot my toothpick in there.
House reappears.
No, the house reappears. She opens the door, steps out, gives you a kiss on the cheek, closes the door.
My toothpick.
But it reappears again, and she's like,
Oh, you're just finding excuses to come back to me, aren't you?
Anything to look upon your beauty.
a kiss on the other cheek. And now she's gone. She's out of here.
Oh, I left my umbrella down, Mike.
Okay, right. Done with the magic house. But yeah, you can see this boat is left behind, and you are holding this piece of kind of carved obsidian that you would recognize. This is how people cast magic spells in this world.
Whoa.
You're going to become something of a magus yourself.
Whoa.
And so here you go. You can have a piece of obsidian to put onto your sheet.
I have been blessed by an aged crone, just like in the stories, Fredwardo. Do you remember?
Eduardo,
when you met
yes.
The great crone of the valley, and she bestowed upon you the amulet.
She wanted me good. She lusted over Eduardo, as does every woman that comes in my path, just like that cheepy reapy woman we just met. I saw the way she was looking at me. Hot for Eduardo, they all say, and I believe them. And what were you saying?
That's right, yes.
Yes.
Like in the stories, Eduardo.
Hundreds of women all in one night.
What
now,
was she doing? Fluttering her bandage at you?
Too X-rated for this boat ride. I'll tell you that now, everyone.
So with your piece of obsidian, we can roll for your list of spells. Do you want to do that now?
No, I will hold it until its destiny requires me to use it.
That's brief.
Okay, because these spells can be all over the place, but if you want to save that till later, it will create more hilarity.
Yes.
I'm down
The
for...
old crone. I'm sure she has given it to me for a moment of storybook peril, like in the stories.
Like now you think about it, you from your storybooks, you do remember there being this kind of sort of wise old
Reepicheep.
witch character
Yes.
who wore like a bandage over her eyes. And you are thinking
Yes.
like, is this character you've heard about? But she must have been decades old, which is way past a mouse's lifespan.
Cool.
Great. Thank you for taking part in my story.
Just like in the story.
Great. Okay, so nighttime is falling. The other mice that have come with you, they've still set up a bit of a camp. They're all a bit too scared of going over to this kind of potentially spooky house that they weren't so sure of. But they're currently just roasting some corn kernels, making popcorn. It's delicious, and have sort of bedded in for the night. So all of you can have a lovely rest. I will ask each of you to mark off 1 pip of your rations.
Ooh. Nanny
you-
made me a packed lunch. It's got my favourite cheese sandwiches.
Cheese sandwiches.
Om nom 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 nom. Om nom nom.
And
This is fun. I like adventuring with my friends. Yay!
And the day starts again fresh. If someone can roll me a d20, would be lovely.
12.
12. Yeah, so you are making your way further north. You are moving along. You've kind of like left this big flower field behind with these big kind of like towering flowers over you. And near where you are supposed to go, you've been using it as a bit of a landmark, but there is this colossal oak tree, which is, imagine to us, the size of a skyscraper, is phenomenally huge. And you kind of push on past that in this like lovely summer's weather, not too hot, not too cold, just absolutely ripe for adventure. And eventually you make it to this huge fence. It is a huge human-made fence that some of you may find a little bit unsettling. Your experiences with humans probably not always super positive. They are weird and strange giant creatures that work in ways completely different to mouse kind. But you know that where there's humans, there's often treasure, and there's often food, which is always a good thing. But yeah, you make it to the edge of this fence, and in front of you, you can see like big tufts of growing grass, these big outcrops. This definitely doesn't look like it has been maintained by humans as you may have experienced before. And off in one direction, you can see there's this kind of a human building. It's like a large wooden shack, which again, monstrously tall for a little mouse. And the gigantic door on the front of it is ever so slightly ajar, leading into the darkness inside. And that is off to the east of you, and to the west, you can see like a big outcropping of these sunflowers, these big bright sunflowers growing real tall. And in the center of them is one exceptionally large, but almost kind of pure black sunflower. And you can make out kind of bees sort of slowly making their way to and from this group of sunflowers, and especially this large sunflower. And they look like they are going into the top of this shed, this shack, kind of making their way up to the roof of it. Where would you like to go? What do you like to do?
How do we as mice feel about bees? Are we scared of them?
Bees can be dangerous. So in the world of Mausritter, mice can all talk with each other, and you can fairly easily talk with other rodents. There may be miscommunication, sort of cultural differences, ways you might say things, and so you might have a bit of complexity there. If you try to talk to other mammals, is much harder, way more difficult, and communication with insects is almost impossible. That doesn't mean that you guys are instantly hostile to each other, but it's a difficult world to bridge between you, and so hard work.
Okay.
And so maybe you're chill, but I think you'll all have heard of, seen a mouse with his big swollen body after being stung by a bee. They are potentially lethal. If you want a completely out of game way of looking at them, a bee sting, a single shot from a bee sting is a d12's worth of damage.
So that is just me straight up dead. That's
Well-
all my strength and all my HP.
Yeah. Well, it depends if he rolls a 1 on it.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
yeah,
it could
true, yeah.
be lower, but just as a purely meta thing, they could be risky, but in turn they're not going to be going all out and out for the sting attack. Even though, I get that's supposed to be just against human skin is how they pull their guts out, but we're applying it to this world as well
They'll die as
because it's magic.
Right, they'll die if they sting you.
Yeah.
I see some bees. Nothing to worry about, chaps, at all. I've fought even maybe millions in the past, and it's very simple. You see, they die after they stab you with their little spiky bottoms. So it's not an issue. We just have to send men out. It won't be a problem. Oh, you're looking quite old today.
Yes, I'm quite an old mouse. This is true.
Past your prime and ready to retire. Fantastic.
After one more job, of course.
Yes.
This
one
is my
more.
final day working as an adventurer, and my first day as an adventurer. And after this, I plan to retire.
Well,
Go back home to my cage, see my sister again. It would be lovely.
retire you shall.
What about that promise you made to that old crone woman thing?
Well, of course, I'm going to have to go and see my darling, Reepicheep.
Reepicheep.
Adventure! Look, there! If we can find our way up into the attic, surely that's where the old honey will be. I'm sure there'll be lots of adventures on the way. Are you ready, brave team? Brave, valiant mice? Follow me!
Absolutely, let's go. And you,
To the shed or to the flowers? Yes, Eduardo.
the
Friend Eduardo.
the sacrifice. You've
What?
got climbing gear. You can just pop right up there and kill the queen and whatever it is we're doing up there. Grab some honey, come back down.
There's no need to resort to violence.
No, I thought we had to slay something.
Yes, well, I'm sure there'll be plenty to slay in there. I'm
I should
sure.
hope so. I'm itching for a killing.
Well, that'd be great. I'm losing my confidence a little bit.
Oh, no, young prince, trust me. We will negotiate and things will go very well for you. We will build a great alliance with the bees and you will be a diplomatic hero.
Well, this is not what it was like in the stories. Well, maybe we could try that.
Would you like to go to the flowers and speak to the bees? Or should we head straight for the shed?
Let me check with my trusted advisors. Oh, I don't know. I've never had to make a decision on my own before.
And now it is time for your first.
Okay, I think we should all go on an adventure.
Well, hang on, why don't we be clever about this? They're like flowers, right? So what if we all dressed up as flowers and then went up to the bees? Then
I
they might
quite
like
like
us.
that idea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait,
We
but aren't
could-
they going to try and pollinate us or something? How does that work? I don't think I'm ready for that.
Better than a sting, innit?
Oh, yeah.
I see.
Fine.
You're saying we dress up as flowers and infiltrate the hive.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
I'm quite scared that the bees would swarm us and kill us, but I do quite like the idea of wearing some flowers.
You know, I did
What
something.
here? We roll Herb in loads of pollen, send him in.
The sacrifice. I did something similar actually in Troy a few years ago with a big horse. It worked an absolute charm. So let's give this a go.
Well, Eduardo, you seem to be quite well equipped at fighting creatures, so perhaps if the negotiations go south, you can spring into action.
Well, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, old chap, won't we? Shouldn't be a problem at all.
Maybe we shouldn't be dressing up as flowers. Maybe we should be dressing up as bees.
It's actually quite a smart idea.
Yes. But we forgot the prime important part of this difficult equation.
Is that right?
Flowers can't move. Bees can move.
Flowers
Bees.
can't move.
We'll be bees. Fantastic.
But maybe we could be a mix, like some be bees and some be flowers, and that way we can protect the flowers. And like when I was playing Escape the King's basement bedroom, I would sometimes pretend to take Nanny hostage.
What? You did what, young man?
Just to interrupt and kind of move things along. So, in the direction of the sunflowers, you, like a sort of a gust of wind, sort of like blows through this area, and you catch a whiff of this like terrible musky scent. This is the smell of an animal.
Quickly off the road.
It's something big, and you can hear something moving around through the undergrowth over there. You can't see it, but your mouse senses are like, this is danger. This is...
As a house mouse in a cage that my owners had pets, do I recognize the scent of maybe a cat or a dog or something?
No, you don't recognize the...
Okay.
Don't recognize the scent.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't smell like an animal that you will have potentially experienced before.
How far from like the bee sunflower are we?
Yeah, quite like a distance. You'll need to make it kind of through this patch of sunflowers. Maybe there's sort of a good like 30 or 40 of them with some growth around them. And like leading up to this big black sunflower. You're sort of equidistance between maybe a little closer to this open door that...
What's the open door to again?
The shed.
It's
this
a shed.
big
Okay.
shed where you can see the bees are making their way up into the top of there. This big wooden shed. The door is ever so slightly ajar on that.
Where's the animal smell like coming from?
The animal smell seems to be coming sort of past the sunflowers in your direction. Like that is definitely the way to danger. This dangerous...
Adventure!
But what?
To arms! I can smell battle!
No,
young master, we're not ready for a quarrel yet. We should go to the shed and begin negotiations.
But I'm ready to fight! For glory in my mouse kingdom! Don't be feared, old man! I will lead you to victory!
Eduardo!
No, Princey boy. See, the way that the real heroes do it is we go behind doors and we make sure they're shut. So let's go do that right now. That's how you get your names in the history books.
You hear the sound of this creature is definitely getting closer.
I'm on!
It is going to be...
Scurrying.
It is going to be upon you
Okay.
very soon.
Let's go
I
then!
just pick. Oh, I forgot one. Well, I pick him up with my arm and like run through the door.
Okay, yeah. Are you all heading that direction?
Yep.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I have found a daisy and just shoved my face through it.
Okay, you now have this beautiful daisy bonnet. Absolutely love that. So yeah, you make it into inside this shack. The air is kind of fairly cool. Smells a little bit of kind of old wood, and you really get like these like wafts of the sweet smell of honey from inside this place. In the middle of the room is sort of some broken down furniture. To you, this is an enormous cavernous hall, but in like our terms, it's maybe only 6 or 7 feet by about like 10 feet. Like it's not that realistically big a shed, but to you guys, absolutely enormous. Going up to the rafters is about like sort of 8 feet high. Which would be a really ambitious climb for any of you to do. Like potentially with the climbing gear, you might be able to do it, but it is almost like sheer wood plank surfaces. But yeah, so the center of this room filled with broken furniture. There is human tools dotted around, some sort of bundles of material, and a lot of like human stuff that is all enormous.
Wow.
in the back corner is a huge, colossal cast iron sort of cooking stove with a chimney that goes all the way up to the roof. It also leads up to the rafters of the ceiling, and you can see up there is a beehive, which is kind of loosely dripping some honey, and a few bees are kind of just bumbling around in here, and there's a definite hole on the roof which leads outside that you can see the bees that were kind of going to and fro are making their way in and out of this hole. Last of all, can someone roll me a d6? 4. Yeah, you can see there's a couple of mice walking around in this place, in and amongst the sort of the detritus left by the humans, and it almost looks like they're kind of patrolling. They haven't spotted you yet, but you can see they're all wearing kind of like these sort of matching robes, and they are wandering around.
Are these my father's servants, subjects, or is this a different kingdom?
We're quite a bit away from the Stumpton. I don't know if this shed is in your kingdom, your domain.
Maybe we should make it my kingdom.
You wish to conquer the shed?
Well, why not? It's full of treasure.
Well, typically you need an army for that, young prince.
What are you, my loyal soldiers? But an army. What Nanny always says, the only army you need is your stout self and a good attitude.
Well, Nanny was a moron, because you're gonna need a few more things than that, young one. Obviously, I am more than an army. I'm 3 armies, but
Exactly.
you need me for
But
the
you
bees.
only have 1 arm.
Ha ha! Great one.
Why don't we
Heavy.
let's just go grab some of that honey that's dripping down, then just leave. They
Hey,
won't know that we've not conquered anyone.
yeah. Who was it we were supposed to slay? We could just tell them we slayed.
A great and powerful. I cannot return to the kingdom empty-handed, or else how will I live up to my father's name?
Well, what are you supposed to have in your hands?
Honey,
But who's dead?
Look, I know it when I'll see it.
Uh-huh.
It's like the stories, you know.
Well, of course, I was there.
No, I want to be like you. I want people to write stories about me.
Well, it's going to take a little bit longer for that to happen, young one.
You are definitely thinking like this is the honey that the gluttonous, the like guild boss Mouse was talking about. This was the great feast that he was kind of like pointing you in the direction of, the sweet honey that could be used to make delicious mead or something out of for your coronation. And so yeah, you get the feeling that this is the thing that you're after.
We're here. Let's do it, team.
Oh, this feels like when I discovered Tutankhamun.
Oh, you're like a very learned mouse. You know a lot of human things.
Well, I did a lot of things. I've had a lot of adventures.
Just even the concept of a mouse knowing about just Egypt already feels wild.
I've been to the lost underwater city of Atlantis, man.
That
Of course I know
too.
about Egypt.
Did any of you bring the trumpet to announce me to these folks?
Oh, I think I left it at Reepicheep's.
Yes.
How are they going to know that it's me? And
Well,
maybe they'll roll out the red carpet.
let's play a fun game. Let's have that was a bit of Brian Butterfield now. Fun go. Let's play a fun game, young prince. Why don't you pretend to be a pauper, like a commoner?
Oh, that would be a fun game.
Yes. Don't tell them you're the prince.
Okay,
Yeah.
I won't. What
Could
should I
put
tell
on,
them?
Put on an accent, like maybe like her over there.
oh yeah, and I'll hold all your valuables, so you don't have to worry about that.
Okay, shall we switch clothes?
Oh, okay.
That would be fun. Like me and Nanny do sometimes.
Oh God. Right. I think while these guys are gonna. They're kind of patrolling around this place. They're going to spot you at some point if you guys are just switching clothes. I'll give you your last couple of moments to make a plan, but I'm going to move this thing forwards.
Okay.
I could try and go talk to them unless we are deciding violence is the answer.
No, you go talk to them. Fantastic plan, Herbie. Go for it, old boy.
Of course.
I'll wait here. Keep an eye on the old door just in case something happens back there, if you catch my drift.
So you do, while you're kind of doing this, you do spot up in the rafters a couple of mice. It looks like they're somehow coming out of this this chimney pipe, running along the rafters towards the beehive and running back. Kind of like loosely just like scampering backwards and forwards to and fro.
Looks like they must have gotten some sort of stairway in the chimney pipe. Your Highness.
Thank you for addressing me with the respect I deserve.
So you now wearing his crown and okay. Well, if you want to switch, if you want to give your armor over to great. So
There's
Peeps.
my cake sword, and I'll have your hook, please.
My little sweetcorn sword.
Okay.
I'm gonna make myself stand out a bit more in the open in the shed, make myself seeable, and head towards the patrol.
Okay, yeah. So like one of these guys wandering along, you can see that they are wearing these sort of like brightly colored robes. That it's like not a material that you super recognize. It's sort of weirdly patterned, and they have like a big lollipop over their shoulder, and you get like very close to one of them before it actually really recognizes you, and it's like, oh, hey man, hey man,
Hello.
whoa, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm afraid I find myself seeking shelter in this here wonderful shed, as we seem to, while we were walking through the sunflower field, were chased by some sort of creature.
No way.
Yeah, it was very frightening.
Oh no.
Might I ask your name, good sir?
Oh, well, my name's Mace, man.
Mace Man.
No, just Mace.
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 Well, my name is Herb, and a pleasure to meet you.
Hey, Herb. Whoa, you got chased by Shig? Shig's out there. You don't want to get the wrong side of Shig.
Shig. And what is Shig?
Whoa, Shig's not a cool guy. He's super mean.
Yeah?
Yeah, he'll eat you.
Oh, that'd be terrifying.
He's bad. He's bad news. That's why we stay in here. Shig doesn't come in here.
What is Shig?
Shig's big bad man. Not cool.
Okay.
Anyway, what are you doing here again?
I'm seeking shelter from Shig, evidently.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you did just say that. That does make sense.
I like your outfit. It's quite peculiar. What is it made of?
Thanks, candy wrapper, man.
Oh, it's very
cool.
The way it
candy.
catches in the light, it's quite catching.
Oh, it's really nice. It's not very comfortable, but
Oh, I'm very, very sorry to hear.
yeah, Brother Glacé, he makes us wear them. As you're talking to this guy, he's got like, there's like a purple tinge to his eyes, and like almost like as you look at them, there's almost like a spiral effect happening in his like little mouse eyes.
And this Brother Blase, was it?
Oh, Brother Glacé. Oh,
Glacé.
he's our leader, man.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he's a cool guy. But we're on guard.
Oh, it's quite all right. Is it okay if we just shelter here until it is safe to leave, and perhaps maybe we could even make acquaintance with this brother of yours?
Oh, yeah, we're meant to take anyone to him right away, I think.
I'm sure my friends would be more than happy to accompany you.
Oh, you've got friends. Cool.
Yes.
That's cool, man.
Yes.
I've got friends as well. Hey, guys. Hey, guys, come over here. These other three guys come over, and one's kind of got a candy cane, and another one with a lollipop.
Let me guess, your name is Kane and Lolly.
Oh, whoa, you know our names. That's wild. Whoa, that's super cool. They all have... They've got like a weird vibe about them. These guys seem a bit wacky, and they all have this kind of like fake purple glow to their eyes.
What do you eat around here?
Oh, well, we like, we like the sweet stuff. Brother Glacé, he makes us the sweetest candy around, and we eat that all the time.
You have to be careful with sweet treats, young man. I tell you. Look at this, and I'll pull up, and like one of my teeth is like rotted away.
Oh no!
I'm a house mouse, you see, and one time my owner accidentally left some candy by the cage, and well, me and my sister we partook, and it rotted my teeth, you see.
Not your teeth, man.
Yeah, it was horrible.
Whoa!
I'm scared for you. You should be very careful.
That's
consuming
heavy.
your sweet treats.
He's like, as you're saying that, he's kind of like licking his giant lolly.
Yeah.
A what?
Oh, nothing to worry about.
So yeah, do you guys want to do you want to come with us? I think we've got to take you to Brother Glacé.
I think that would be quite fine. How do we? Where do you live? We saw the.
I'm a daisy.
So are you wearing the flower bonnet? Yeah. Whoa, that's cool. I've never met a talking daisy before. I didn't realize flowers could move.
His name is Daisy, as you see.
Hey, my name's Mace.
Hello.
This is Crown.
Oh, cool naming scheme.
And this is One Arm.
I'm like hiding behind a box in the back. Yes, it is I, Eduardo. Lovely to meet you all. Charmed, I'm sure.
Hey, Eduardo, how you doing?
Well, I think you read my autobiography, I can tell. So yes, I am always chipper and always ready to have a good adventure.
They all just stare at you completely blankly.
These lovely young chaps were just offering to take us to meet their leader, Brother Glacé.
What? Oh, it's very kind of you to receive. I've gone Australian for some reason.
Oh, that's totally cool. Sometimes our accents change as well. But that's okay. We're not going to judge you here. We're pretty relaxed.
I also have learned that we can't really quite leave because Shig is outside and apparently will eat us.
Oh yeah, the great
Bloody
Shig.
hell.
He's not a cool guy. And they all are like, no, he's super not cool, man.
Is it a cat?
A cat?
A dog?
I don't know, man. He's big and he's hairy.
Oh.
He smells real bad. I don't like that Shig. He sometimes stomps around.
Sounds like a werewolf to me.
And
a werewolf?
I thought several then.
Wolves?
What's a wolf?
Oh, my dear. I can't even describe it to you. It would blow your tiny mind.
Would you mind awfully if I had a little chat with my friends before you so kindly receive us?
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's no problem. We do have to take you... I think that's our orders, that we have to take you to Brother Glacé. That's why we're on patrol, because we're the guards.
But you're licking the lollipop. You must be on your lunch break right now, and you must take a break every now and then, of course.
Oh, that's a good call, man.
Time to chill out.
I will make you see if you can persuade them. This will be using your will.
19.
19.
Mm-hmm.
He kind of sort of snaps to a little bit and is like, I don't know, we're not supposed to have breaks. We get in trouble if we take too many breaks.
Sorry, I'm new here, you see.
Oh, that's okay.
But surely, guards such as yourselves would understand that when you're receiving a royal delegation, and I adjust the crown, that it's customary that we have a little parley before we continue.
You're the king.
Well, a princess, more of sorts, but...
Princess?
Yeah, from far away, you wouldn't have heard of my queendom. It's in old grass tree... Meadowfield.
Whoa, I've never heard of that place, man. But that
it's
sounds real
far
cool.
away.
Okay. Princess. You can parlay, have a little sidebar, whatever you guys call it, in your land. We're gonna let Brother Glacé know the royalties here. That's what we were guarding for. We were waiting for a prince's. Do you know a prince?
No,
No.
never heard of one.
No.
Never,
Okay.
never
No.
met a prince.
I'm a
No.
daisy.
I
That
love that for you, man. That's really cool. I'm a mouse, and that's like sometimes cool, but sometimes not as good. Anyway, we'll just be stood here, on guard.
No problem. We're just gonna have a very quick chat with the princess.
Princess, okay.
Not a prince. Remember that?
They step to like one side. They're licking their sweets, and you do see one of them kind of like scamper off in the direction of the big kind of like cooking pot.
This is fun.
Keep playing the game no matter what, young man. Your life is at stake.
Okay.
Not to worry. She's the one that thinks royalty, and he's the one who's giving me my knighthood. So it is A-okay. What did you want to say to us?
So, Reepicheep, you're beloved, you're beautiful.
Oh, what a darling.
She told me to watch out for this brother Glacé. She said, just don't trust him. Don't eat any sweet treats he might give us. So we got to be on our guard, right? No snacks, no nibbles, no tidbits, no noms, no nummies, no yummies in your tummies. All of that, forget about it. That goes for you too, Daisy.
But
Okay, Mum. I mean, Your Royal Highness.
Perfect. So ignore the treats and
No
just get some honey.
Get some money.
Perfect. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Let's go.
Cool, yeah, these three guards are still just like waiting there. They're just chatting amongst themselves, like comparing, sweets.
Mace, my good man.
Hey, man.
I noticed there's some bees in here. Is that a bit of a risk? It's a bit scary.
Oh, the bees. Yeah, like, watch out. Don't let them sting you. It's bad. It's real bad.
Oh no.
I don't like a bee sting.
Oh, yeah, I don't imagine anyone does.
But no, they're like pretty chill dudes. Unless they sting you, and then super just not cool at all.
It could be quite chill.
Sweet, that's great. Yeah, we love it when people are chill here.
How come they don't sting you then?
Well, I'm a guard. I'm down here. They fly up there. I
Right.
can't fly. I'm a mouse.
Right, okay then. Thank you. Macy boy. Take us to your leader.
Great. Yeah. That's our orders. We're meant to take you to Brother Glacé.
Perfect.
Come with us. We're guards. We're on patrol.
Nice one.
They get their.
You should keep doing that then.
You guys are doing a very good job.
Oh yeah. They look at each other, and Mace is like, "I'll take you guys."
Well, wait, yes, Mace, you take us, and the other two, you must still be on guard for the prince that is coming.
Oh yeah, man, the prince. We'll get back to guard duty, and they just wander off and just walk around, and Mace kind of just begins walking in the direction of the this big like cooking stove area. Are you heading with him?
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go.
Cool. So yeah, you make it towards this cooking stove, and sort of the bottom of it, there's a big grate where sort of the fire would be put into, wood and stuff like that. And the grate is sort of open, making a ramp down to ground level. And you're brought inside, and it seems like it's been turned into something of a temple. There is sweet wrappers making banners all around this place. Candy all over, wrappers with a...
It's like a celebration.
It's like a celebration.
Oh my god, it's like a
And
whole
you guys are
celebration.
miniature heroes for going inside. Nice.
So good.
Great. And it smells of roses.
Is there a lot of revelry?
Sweet. There is... Okay, get them out.
It's on a quality street.
Oh. Okay, right.
So good. You you make it inside, and there's a bunch of other mice in here, and a lot of them seem to be just sleeping. They all look kind of like dazed and in a stupor, and there's like these bowls with this kind of like thick, viscous, purple, sticky fluid in it that it seems like everyone is kind of eating and drinking. And you go through this kind of like main chamber, sort of like slightly up further into the cooking stove as a whole, and there is a mouse in this kind of plastic robe made out of a bunch of different different candy wrappers all put together, and they have like a big bubbling bowl, like a big sort of open flame in there, where they are melting down sort of candies, but also off to one side you can see where this connects to the chimney spout. There are ropes going up and down with buckets that are loaded with kind of what looks like honey, but it has this real like dark purpley tinge to it. And they are taking these buckets and kind of like sloshing it into this sort of bubbling vat that they are then kind of like portioning out into these bowls. And Mace is just like, "Hey, brother Glacé, man, we found some people right now while I was doing my guard duty." And this mouse, who's like a little bit larger, looks like pretty well built, turns to you and is like,
Who are you trespassing in our lands?
Apologies for the intrusion. We were simply scared of getting eaten by the loaves.
Let me present Her Royal Highness Princess Hazel of Meadows Grass Heap.
Princess Hazel of Meadowgrass? That
Yes.
doesn't make any sense. Wait. Who are you all?
Nice of you to ask. Well, not welcome, because I've turned up here. Thank
I
you
would
for your...
welcome you. Welcome first of all, Princess.
I am Princess Hazel, as you may have heard, and these are my loyal subjects, and we are so duly grateful for your hospitality in your lovely kingdom of... where are we?
Well, you're we're who we are, right?
he looks like very furtive about this, like he's
Your kingdom does not have a name.
No, we just live here in this
Shedville.
sure, call it what you want. It's just where we've set up shop for now. Where do you say you're from again? Meadows.
Yeah.
Meadows grass.
Meadows.
Grass field heat.
Grass.
It's far away. We
Meadows-
have travelled long and perilous journey to be here.
So far that we've forgotten the name of where we came from.
Well, that does make sense.
I might want some
I'm
kind
a
of
daisy.
I want a will roll to see if you can convince this guy.
18?
18.
No.
Okay, yeah. So what is your will normally?
10.
10. He's like, right, okay. From meadow grass.
Field heap.
Meadow field. Of course,
No,
that's what.
meadow grass field heap.
Right, that's what you said. Oh, of course, princess, come on in. And kind of connected to this main like cooking chamber. There's like a few little rooms dotted around, off to one side. Please be my humble guests. It's a pleasure to have royalty here. We're actually, yes, all ready for some royalty to arrive. Very much so. Please take a seat right in here.
Oh, thank you for your kindness.
Is he what's he gesturing towards?
I don't want to say that it looks like a cell, but it looks suspiciously like a cell.
Well, you see, we were simply just seeking shelter here and, figured when we saw that there were fellow kin here that we should come and say hello. We don't plan to stay for long or bother you or take any supplies. We will simply be out of your hair in but a few moments.
Oh, no problem at all. Please, take a seat. Let me prepare refreshments for all of you. Mace, why don't we serve our guests some refreshments?
And Mace is just like, oh yeah, no problem, brother Glacé. And he gets some bowls and he starts kind of scooping up some of this purple liquid.
Oh, that is very kind of you, but we have just eaten. And also, it is customary in our land of meadow grass field heap to first look at the bees of the host. It's a very niche tradition, but we follow it to a T, or a B, as you might say.
Of course. Such strange customs, but please, we would be such, rude hosts if we could not. I promise you, just the smallest amount. It's so refreshing and
very
sweet.
gracious of you, I must say. But as we said, we just ate. Literally, before we spoke to Mace, we were chowing down on our rations. I could not possibly even consider having any more to eat.
Oh, well, are you sure we can't insist? What about you, little flower? You look like you could do with a bit of growing up.
He
a bit
is a
feeding
mute
up.
and he cannot talk. Do not address him. He is my jester. He's really here to entertain. He's not.
Mace kind of holds a bowl to you, and it smells very sweet. Very tasty.
Now, Daisy, you've just had many rations.
Also, he's not allowed to eat until he's a good boy and he's been very naughty.
And they are stood. There's like one or two other kind of like guards knocking around this sort of area. Who don't seem to be, no one's like actively hostile, but you can definitely read the room and you get like there's a vibe. Maybe that this guy
Isn't quite.
that he might not be buying everything that you're telling him at the moment is the sort of vague feeling that you have.
Okay. Glacé, French, I presume. Oui, bonsoir, merci, s'il vous plaît.
Oh yeah, buongiorno.
Lovely to meet you. I am, of course, Eduardo. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I tell you what, good chap. Why don't we strike up a little gentleman's deal?
Oh, of course. I love a good bit of deal making.
Right. So what we're looking for is just a bit of honey. Seems like you've got a good little setup going on with these bees over here. Now, you may remember me from the moon landing. And we all know that the moon is full of cheese. And here in my bag, I've got proof. And I take out my block of cheese. There's more where this came from.
By the gods, it's moon cheese.
It is indeed moon cheese, the very delicious, rare moon cheese. Now, all we want to do is swap this with a bit of honey. We'll be right on our way.
But by the gods, that's incredibly rare.
Yes, incredibly, incredibly rare. A knighthood sort of rarity, you might say. Anyway, what do you say, old chap?
My God, I love it. I'm gonna want a persuade,
Right.
rolling against your will, but only because there's some absurdity of you saying that you have been to the moon is a pretty bonkers story. But I can give you advantage on it, which means that you'll get to roll 2 dice, and you get to choose the lowest one.
This is okay, come on. I did it! 11! My will is 11, and I rolled an 11.
Yeah, 11. You're trying to roll equal to or under whatever your stat is.
Great.
Moon cheese, you say?
Yeah.
Incredibly rare.
This sounds marvelous.
The taste, they say, sends you to the moon and back again. It's indescribable. That candy you have in your mouth will taste like horse crap compared to this.
Whoa, man, that sounds really cool. Oh, Brother Glacé, we gotta do I want to try the moon cheese. The moon cheese sounds great. Takes us to the moon and back. Come on, Brother Glacé. Like, you can see he is a little bit on the fence, but he's, like, got a little grin slowly, like... And, what was it that you said you wanted in exchange?
We want to go peruse your honey. Go up to your bees, help ourselves. Unsupervised.
Unsupervised? Well, I think we can make a little exchange. You can use our, shaft that we've made to make it up to the beehive if you really want to go that way. Of course, I cannot stop my workers, who are most industrious right now.
Like, kind of, there's been a process of these buckets kind of moving up and down through the pipe. And they are just constantly just loading more and more honey into this kind of huge thing that they are cooking.
He's like, as long as my workers can keep working, I will leave you to be on your way in exchange for this. Is there any chance you could leave your little your princess and talking flower?
Unfortunately, no.
We would love to get to know them a little bit better.
I'm afraid that they are a vital part of going to the bees' hive.
Yes, and also you can have a good old chat with them when we come back down, out the shaft, through the exit. We'll all have a good chat about that, and how about that?
Okay, this is...
Well, this sounds like a deal made in heaven. 100%. Would love you to come back down and we can have a real good talk about this, as we've been preparing a little something for some royalty coming this way. Obviously not from where you're from. We've been waiting for some people from Stumpton, a little two-bit town, a mile or so away from here.
I have never heard of it.
I'm going to maybe cause you a bit of trouble, old Hazel, as you basically convinced this guy. He's kind of on board with this plan. He's like,
okay, right, hand over that cheese.
Oh, no. We've got to see the honey first.
Well, we need to be... Look, I will... you will go... you have free reign to use the pipe to get up there and do whatever you wish up in those rafters.
Okay.
As long as you don't interrupt our honey collection, you are completely fine to do whatever you like, but I do need...
Do you have any rapport with these bees? Do you know them at all, or is it... Do you have your methods of extracting?
We just exist in our own status quo, so to speak. We try to stay out of each other's way as much as possible.
That makes sense.
But I would love a sample of that cheese.
Yeah. Well, as soon as we get to see the honey, then it's all yours. This entire block is yours to take. But you understand, good sir, this is the rarest cheese in the world. I cannot simply give it to you. You might then turn around and, well, have us murdered or give us poison.
he kind of gestures around to the room, and there's like half a dozen guards.
He's like, oh, look, if we wanted to treat you badly and poison you or murder you, we easily could.
Right. Well, I guess that means I've got to give the moon cheese to him now.
Look, how about half now, half when you get back?
That is
Fabulous.
very fair and most agreeable.
Just wanna have a little taste.
But
We wanna go to the moon. Yeah, man, I wanna go to the moon.
right.
The thing you have to remember about moon cheese is to fully enjoy the flavour, you close your eyes as if you cannot see on the moon.
But also it is best enjoyed, I've read. at midnight when the moon is full.
Yeah. Well,
That's why you get the full flavor.
Oh, sure.
Oh, that sounds pretty convincing. Like, you know how
When I was a younger mouse, I dreamed of going out into the fields with my friends and eating some cheese and staring at the moon.
Why, they say it's the most romantic food you can eat. Are you looking for that special someone, glacé? Amore?
Okay, this sounds incredible. I would love to meet a special person.
Well, there's actually an old lady called Reepicheep. I was about to say an old slag. I mean, we're not doing that kind of...
Oh, that sounds like
elbow Eduardo.
that sounds like my kind of. That sounds like my kind of woman.
I thought this is more wholesome, this D&D. Reepicheep, around the corner.
Yes. She is on the other side of the road.
She's got her eye on me, but I'm sure she'd like you if she saw you eating that moon cheese. Anyway, chap, break it in half, pass it over to you.
Okay, right, yeah. And so you said enjoyed best at midnight.
Midnight.
Yes.
Okay, and like one of these rooms that had its door closed, he goes over and he's got like a little bundle of mouse keys, and he opens a lock on this door, and you see it like kind of swing open, and this looks like an absolute treasure trove of trinkets, all kinds of things, goods and stuff. Like a real mismatch of a load of different stuff, and he goes in and he puts the cheese into like pride of place on a little plinth in this room full of shinies and baubles, and closes it up, clicks it back shut, and like puts the key onto his little mouse belt.
Well, I suppose you want to get on with your honey adventure then, right? Your Highness.
Yes.
He looks kind of just at you two. You can't tell where he's.
Great!
On you go then.
Off we go.
I
Wonderful.
mean, it would be a shame to miss out on a torfo. I mean, what was that? What was that room you just opened up there? What was that?
Oh, you mean my treasure trove?
Oh, you call those No, back home I've got loads. Like, I would like to see the room, though, just to see just how much more I have to compare.
He's like, oh, what? You want to come and see the treasure room, do you?
Oh, yeah, if it's no bother.
Yeah, he kind of like opens the door but doesn't let you go inside. Once again, taking his little key off his little mouse belt and click-clock, opens the lock. And yeah, you can see it's like stacked full of, there's some big jars in there that are full of things. Just shiny trinkets, baubles. You can see like what looks like some weapons, some like kind of fancy looking weapons. A lot of things. You'd say that this thing is definitely got some hot loot inside.
Can I try something dangerous?
You 100% can try something dangerous. I would love that.
If he's like reaching to put the key back on his belt, can I very carefully take out my toothpick and like try and position it so that he like slides onto the tip of my toothpick, sliding it down towards my hand?
This sounds absolutely wild. Mace is in this room.
Is he looking at me?
No, I don't. Even if he was, I don't think he's the most kind of the most alert fella in the world. I am gonna want a dice roll on this.
Okay.
And I will warn you, this could spark conflict if it goes super terribly wrong. I think he will think that you're trying to steal
I think he might if it goes wrong.
from him, but it's completely down to you.
Okay. Uh-oh. 16.
16. Well. Well. I will give you the opportunity. If someone else can be like assisting you with this, I'll let you take this with an advantage.
It would be...
I'm a daisy!
I think Hazel.
La, 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 la.
Oh, yeah, okay, you're the distraction act. I see what you mean.
I thought you were a mute.
Other than that line, that is all he can say. It's all he learned to say
Right.
at birth.
Wow. Okay. He is busy looking at you do a funny little dance, pretending to be a flower. You can have your second roll.
14.
14.
Was that what you did last time?
No, I got 16, so it's 2 better.
Getting better.
Okay.
And Hazel, noticing, tuning into the little jingly noise of the key and noticing the slight fumble, sort of grab Brother Glacé's arm and sort of turn around and be like, wow, what do you call those gems? I ain't never seen those in a kingdom.
Yeah, I think I'm going to want something more. For you to have another dice roll, here's the offer I'm going to make you. I will say you can distract this guy if he, Brother Mace is still there with these little cups full of this stuff. I think if you drink some of his goo, he will. That will be something that will 100% draw him in. Will definitely draw his attention.
Well, which one of you is it going to be? Not me. I didn't bloody well get into this mess.
Oh, we'll just pay him off.
Oh, but he's already got loads of stuff, though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it might work. What else do we have? I've got glue.
Glue.
I want to sniff some glue. Maybe it's more bearable.
I've got my mirror. I could use the gold to blind him.
Hmm. What shall we do?
I guess.
We just don't want to fight him. I think he's going to kick our ass.
Yeah. Okay, I will offer... The distraction I will offer is me saying... So about that drink you wanted us to try, it sounds delicious. It'd be a shame to not taste your good beverage that you've prepared for us.
Okay, yeah, I think this is a very adequate distraction to use, because he was very fond of that. Mace is there with a tray with some little pots full of this stuff.
So I'll try and I'll pick up a little thing to try and distract Mace at the same time. So you better roll well.
Fucking hell, I roll well.
Well, bottoms up. He clinks bowl with you and he drinks it down.
How noticeable is it if I go?
I think it will be its own set of complications that he will certainly notice.
Okay, I'll drink it.
Excellent. You drink it down, and it is sweet. It tastes incredible. It's really, really good. Absolutely delicious. But you do begin to feel a little funny. A bit funny in your tummy. We will get to that. As he necks this little cup of drink, he fumbles around and he puts his keys right onto the tip of your pointy little saber, and they slide down onto your hand.
I'll quickly put my toothpick away and pocket the key.
Mace is just stood there, just like, oh, cool, bro. How you doing? Completely not paying attention.
Very good, young man.
Whatever you are doing. Can you roll me a dice, please, Bryony? A single D6.
A 4.
4. Okay, right. That works very well. Here you go. You have received a curse.
Oh, yay.
Oh, no.
Which now fills up one of your slots on your character.
Scabrous.
Ew.
Oh. Okay. So I can't heal strength damage. Reduce physical damage taken by 1, but cleared with an injured condition. Okay.
Okay.
Scabrous.
So you drink this down, and over the next little bit of time, you're going to start developing these horrible scabs on yourself.
No, you're allergic.
Oh no.
It is not so good for you. I will say, pretty bad.
Anyway, let's not let me keep you any longer. On with your adventure.
If you want any more, he offers you another cup.
Oh, no, I'm good, thanks.
Well, you know where to find me. I'll be waiting right here for you to come back. And then we can have a lovely little chat all about your Royal Highness.
I just slowly step in between them.
You make your way into this sort of the metal chimney, and at the bottom you can see there's a bunch of kind of like quite large and what look like quite well made mouse tools, sort of big saws, axes, and picks, and you would guess that they have been used to like extend the opening into this chimney. And there's like all these kind of like metal shavings kind of dotted around, and like looking straight up, you can see light kind of poking out the very top where it goes out through the roof. But there's another hole kind of cut 3/4 of the way up, and there are this like constant string of ropes and buckets moving up and down with this kind of weird, slightly purple tinged honey. And there's little ladders kind of like built into the side of this thing. And so it's very easy for you to make your way all the way up to the top of this place. If you want to be heading up to the rafters.
Okay, so I had a bit of a devious plan, you see. I was thinking that I could pull out my incense. If I can light this with my torch and head in, it might help pacify the bees. I saw that on a nature documentary once. My owner was watching it, and I had to use my obsidian stone, which helps me understand things. Mr. David Attenborough was talking about it, actually. He must be a human. But perhaps perhaps I could go in with this incense and use my stone to try and communicate with the bees and set them upon the mice and take all of their treasure.
Well, sounds like a great plan, old Herbie boy. I don't see no issues with it. Off you go. I am going to just take a little seat in the corner and watch it all unfold.
But, of course, my liege.
Can I talk now?
Yes.
You okay, Mum? I mean, Your Royal Highness.
Yeah, I feel a bit weird, but I don't know what's in that stuff.
Oh,
You say that as you're like scratching your neck, and you can see these kind of like purple scabs forming, like sort of in and amongst your fur.
So, like, you got any of that honey stuff?
You don't have those plague fleas on you, do you? Scratching a lot.
No, I just we just need to get that honey. Just get the honey.
Ah, yeah. She is a dead weight.
You have this conversation as you're climbing up through the pipe. She is a dead weight.
But, Your Highness, I would not dare act without your approval of such a thing.
Magus, your wisdom astounds me. This adventure plan will surely be fantastic. With our bravery, with Eduardo's youth and vigor, and with Hazel's generous selflessness to protect us all, what could possibly go wrong? Onwards! For Mice Kingdom kind! Yay!
Could I borrow the daisy hat?
Of course. What am I going to wear, though? Do you want me to give you your robes?
I'm not really wearing any clothes, I'm afraid. But
maybe we should switch back anyway.
yes,
Hey, this is great. Just everyone just change outfits with each other.
Well, remember, chaps, we can't go back down the way we came. We need to find a way to get out of here from up there, because this isn't actually moon cheese. And I don't want to find out what happens. Well, I have been to the moon. Of course I have. But my special reserves of moon cheese are at home.
Oh, well done.
This is just bog standard
I
cheddar.
can't believe you tricked him.
It is a skill that I possess.
You're brilliant, Eduardo.
I know.
Just like the books said.
They don't praise me high enough. They truly don't.
So you've kind of made your way up to the rafters. There has been this other mouse-sized hole that has been chiseled out of this pipe, and that looks like it took like a bunch of work to do. There are a few frothing at the mouth mice, kind of lugging these buckets of purple honey along the rafters to and from the beehive, and the bees are sort of making their way in and out of this hole in the roof and going into the hive at the front. And there's a couple of bees sort of like hanging around the main entrance that you can see, which is sort of kind of connected to these rafters that you could almost walk straight in.
I'm gonna put on the daisy crown hat thing. I'm gonna put the incense on my main hand and the torch in the other and light it.
You can 100% light your incense. If you take the pen, you can mark off a use.
I've got a little incense stick and I'm like wearing a daisy hat and I'm like marching my way towards the beehive.
The other mice that are kind of going to and fro, like they kind of half look at you, but they don't really pay attention. They have the same sort of like purple glowy eyes that you saw the guys downstairs, and they look like they are sweating, like running along with these like little buckets to take to this kind of contraption of just moving honey, this like weird purple honey up and down. And you make it to the front of this beehive that's kind of completely sort of built into the roof of this building. It's taking up like a big area, and there's a couple of bees. Roll me D6.
Uh-oh. 2.
Oh wait, no. Verbatim. Roll me 3d10.
Okay. 9, 7, 4. 9,
So
7,
there's
4.
21. So there's 21 bees in the area. But yeah, what do you roll first?
4.
Two.
No, on a 2.
Oh, a 2, yes.
Cool. Yeah, these bees are kind of like coming in and out of the hive. But yeah, there are 2 bees that look like they're on guard duty. They're like stood by the door. These big, imagine these big kind of chubby bumblebees. Sort of the size of like a space hopper to you. Big and furry. They look real serious. And they're stood, and as you get closer, I guess like when guards put like spears in a cross, they put their butts up and like put their stings, and like one puts his hand up.
Sassy.
I'll like put,
with his ass up.
holding the incense stick like it's a staff. I'll like put it down and I'll like kneel, and in my other hand I'll pull out my obsidian stone and I'll cast Be Understood.
Be understood. So I don't know if we actually established at the beginning. So your character starts with a magic spell
called Be Understood.
Yeah,
That's the name of the spell.
Be understood. Okay, that is absolutely perfect. Mark a use for that. Let me just check to see how be understood works. Okay, so to cast a spell, you choose how many dice you are going to roll, so you don't actually have to mark a usage. It's only if you roll a 4, 5, or a 6 for each dice used. But the more dice you use, the more powerful the spell can be. And so basically, for every dice you've invested, creatures of another species understand you for that many turns. 2 dice in. So a turn is basically, we would work it out as sort of a location. So like down in the cooking stove, that might be a turn. Being up here is a turn. And I think I will count the entryway and also being in the beehive as a turn.
Okay.
So 1 would be fine for you to be able to talk to bees for this amount of time.
Okay.
And so then roll me a dice. And on a 4, 5, or a 6, you have to mark a usage. But on a 6, it's a miscast where...
A 1.
1, fine. Yeah, you're trying to roll low. So, for the rest of this kind of encounter, you can choose a species you want to be able to talk to.
Bees.
Bees, good choice. You could have really messed that one up. Okay, yeah, there's 2 bees there, and they're like shaking their butts and like buzzing away.
I'm like wiggling my ass at them.
Great. This is how you have to talk this entire
Wagging my ass and going bzz, bzz, bzz.
Yeah, so what we're saying now is the translation, but it
The
is
whole
just
time holding my incense stick, wiggling my ass.
Yeah, just kind of this old mouse twerking away at these bees.
So we have no idea what he's saying to them.
You're just watching
Like,
this bonkers display
Okay.
of what is happening.
My good sirs. We are but humble guests wishing to make an acquaintance with your queen and visit your very well-crafted, beautiful, almost cathedral of honey. We are tourists, you see. Little mice, we mean no harm. I even bring this incense stick as an offering, as I heard it's calming to your kind.
Wait, how's the bee? Bee speak a bit like this. I don't think bees like smoke.
no.
It pacifies them, does it not?
Yeah.
It stops them. It blocks the chemical signals they send between each other, so
Right.
they can't communicate.
Isn't that what? Yeah, that woman who saves bees or whatever. She smokes them
Yeah,
out.
they, like,
before
pump
she-
smoke.
Yeah, so they don't
takes
send a
them.
panic
Oh,
signal.
perhaps the misinterpretation from our species. If you would wish, I could simply put it out.
Yeah, if you can put that out, please.
I'll snuff it out.
It's hard for me to talk.
I'm
or at
very-
least just put it back there a little bit. It's very strong.
I'll stump it out. It still has 2 charges left.
Oh
I'll stump it out.
yeah. You've got like good uses out of this.
Yes, I apologize. It's my first time talking to a bee, you see.
Oh, that's okay. It's we don't tend to talk to that many mice. We talk to 1 or 2, but you want to be able to come and talk.
Yes, we're tourists, and we have a royal ourselves here.
Can you roll me 2d6? I want to see like how these guys would react to you.
A 6
Ooh,
and a 2.
6 and a 2, an 8. They are unsure.
Well, we also have mouse royalty here as well, and perhaps we could make a diplomatic mission to
They kind of perk up.
be friends. Also, we are not the same mice that dwell here that have been taking your honey. We are from another kingdom.
The sugar cult.
Yes, yes, we are not a fan of them, and perhaps we could have a conversation that would mutually benefit each other. You see, and also, I think it would be very cool. I'm quite old, you see, and this is my first ever adventure. If I could see the inside of a beehive, not many mice could say they've done that now, can they?
We have a mouse inside at the moment.
Well, not many can say it.
Fair, I get what you mean. If you have royalty, I believe they could come and see the queen. Maybe you can help save the queen.
Yes, I could help.
They kind of natter amongst themselves and they're like nodding.
For the queen.
Help the queen.
Help the queen.
You can help the queen.
Help the queen.
Yes.
Yes.
Hazel just starts nodding too, going, don't know.
Yes,
everyone
that's
seems to
what
be-
we're trying to do, because we're trying to help our princess become the queen.
Wait, you can understand this?
Help the queen.
No, young master, you must do it like this.
I start wiggling my ass.
Wait, what did he just say? Kill the queen. He did the kill the queen dance.
I'm doing it wrong.
No, he doesn't speak bee.
Please follow me.
And
You lead the way, my good sir.
yeah, they kind of like buzz on in into this place. And that concludes this episode of Mausritter. What a brave bunch of mice adventurers, having just a wild time. I really hope you guys are enjoying this. A little change from all the spookies that we normally do. And if you are enjoying this kind of thing, us playing just a bunch of different role-playing games, maybe consider becoming a member. With your support, it allows us to keep making this kind of content and, having a whole bunch of fun. Until next time, goodbye.